On the stage, Megadeth stage, and you just saw the video, and we're here with David Ellefson, and you were just saying how it's so good to be back in America.
God, it's great to be back, man. I mean, we just spent like about 7 weeks in Europe, and the first week of it was cool. We were in like Italy, Spain, the south of France, and it was like weather like this. It was really nice out, you know. But man, after two months over there, no place like the U.S., man. Yeah. No place.
Starting the tour in Miami now. How many dates are on this tour?
You know what? I just opened up the cover of USA Today, and they had the tour dates on there. I don't even have an itinerary yet, so I was like, that's
tour dates my in itinerary. Today.
I was hoping to have
cool.
hotel information on there too, so I know where to go, but they didn't.
That kind of says something, you know. When they have Megadeth tour dates in USA Today,
blew my mind over oatmeal, and I'm sitting here and I go, wow, man, Megadeth tour dates, right on. Cool.
Is there any certain cities that you're really looking forward to? I know New Year's Eve you're playing at the Long Beach Arena.
That's going to be a good city. St. Paul, Minneapolis, like my family's there, some old buddies, you know, so that's going to be cool. And New York is always just a nightmare, you know. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually just digging this right now, you know, sporting the shorts.
Do you get kind of nervous when it's the very first show of a tour? Like, are there little bugs to work out, or did they kind of work all that out when you guys were in Europe?
See, yeah, most of that was worked out in Europe. I mean, the lights and the sound system are exactly the same as what we had in Europe, only it's a different system, you know what I mean? It's like different equipment. So basically, it's just been kind of a tech day, you know? They've been working things out. I mean, for us, it's pretty much just another gig, you know, as far as like, it's not like we're starting the tour and we have to get back into this whole routine. But that's cool. I mean, I like once we get out on the road and it's like we're doing 4 or 5 shows a night, you know, and I mean, a week rather, and you know, we kind of get into a groove. And it's a lot easier to do that, so it should be pretty comfortable tonight.
Very cool, and we'll be hanging out with them. And remember, MTV's Headbangers Ball is presenting the tour. And another thing that you might have heard, changing the subject a little bit, you know that Ozzy is getting ready to do his farewell show, November 14th and 15th. And you might have heard that Black Sabbath is the opening band. Well, this is just rumors. I don't know if you heard this or not.
What is this rumor?
Dio supposedly doesn't really want to play with Black Sabbath for that show, so the rumor has it that Rob Halford is going to be sitting in as the singer of Black Sabbath, which in my opinion would be very, very, very,
even if that isn't a rumor,
cool.
You just started a hell of a rumor.
If it didn't, it's even a worse rumor now, so I'll have even more people mad at me. But right now, let's play a Judas Priest video anyway. Here's another thing coming from Judas Priest. Here with Dave Mustaine and Megadeth. We're on stage. We're actually getting in the way of their sound check. First day to the tour. Now, first of all, I want to congratulate you on the success of the new record. Okay, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What?
You gotta. I came here saying once I get through the Megadeth show and hear anything that Dave wants to say about my haircut, then it's all downhill from here. So go ahead.
I like your hair, Ricky.
See, I'm ready with all these comebacks, and then he hits you with one of those, catches me totally off guard. Anyways, back onto the record. Congratulations. I told you when it first came out. I know you already knew it, but I knew that it was going to do really well, and obviously it is doing real well. And you're back in America now, where the record is sold in excess of 1 million records. I mean, how many has it sold so far?
In excess of 1 million records.
Which is your first platinum record.
As far as I know, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And do things seem a little bit different? I mean, they show tour dates in USA Today now.
I know, which is a trip. I heard about that. That's pretty bizarre.
So do you think that that you're going to see different American fans? I mean, obviously they're probably going to turn out in greater numbers now.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole horde of paper boys here tonight.
That are because of the USA Today show. The USA Today thing. It takes me a while to get it, but I'll pick up on it. So are there any things that you're going to be doing, any cities that you're really looking forward to playing out here on the American tour? Talk over the jet.
Los Angeles.
Which is New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Headlining Long Beach Arena.
Right.
It's got to be good. Did you ever headline? I know I saw you play there opening up for Alice Cooper once, a long time ago.
We've played there with Cooper, you know, a couple other people. And this is definitely our first time, you know, parading around the country.
Headlining bigger venues.
Yeah, I mean, we've headlined before, but it was never anything of this magnitude, you know, doing a proper tour with proper touring personnel. And
like in New York City, you're playing 3 nights at the Ritz, which is kind of cool. Rather than opting for a much bigger venue, you're playing 3 nights at a medium place. So
you got to think about the cultural status of playing in New York. It's not like one of those places where you want to play a really big thing, because it's not that intimate, and the audience in New York are pretty different, pretty obscure. They like to see their bands up close, and when it comes into where a band that they consider their own is playing, you know, the the felt form or whatever, you know, it's kind of like, you know, okay, well, we don't like them anymore. So we figured rather than, you know, be big in our own minds, we'd, you know, do a few nights in a different place, which is cool, you know, because I don't really dig playing to, like, people's expectations.
I kind of when it's intimate and the kids go nuts, kind of right in your
I
face.
like doing my own thing, you know. I mean, some nights we play in front of, you know, a few thousand. Sometimes we play in front of 100,000, and it's never a dull moment because when you play in venues where there's not a lot of people, you have a much more intimate rapport with the people, you know, up front. I can't really concentrate on looking out into the audience too much, anyways. I mean, unless I stop playing, because it's really hard to, you know, play my guitar and sing at the same time. I mean, not that it's impossible, but it does make me kind of feel like an android sometimes.
We're going to be back talking to Dave and hanging out throughout the show. And right now we're going to commercials and come back with Megadeth from Miami Beach, Florida.